Be me, Area 51 Insider. Call me Agent X, X-Files. Been working in the shadows for years. Sworn to secrecy, but can't keep it in anymore. Aliens, man, they're real, and they're hilarious. They've been using the sun as a cosmic bus stop. Sounds crazy, but hear me out. Our first clue was the sun's weird behavior. Solar flares looking like Morse code. Our top scientists decode it. It's an alien meme, something about space cats. We're all like, WTF, aliens have memes too? Next, we notice strange objects near the sun. Not your regular UFOs, these are UFSs, unidentified flying sunspots. They're partying around the sun like it's a visa. We send out a drone to investigate. Drone comes back with alien stickers on it. Aliens finally make contact. Not through some grand transmission. They slide into our DMs, literally. Message reads, "Sup Earthlings, wanna chill?" They've been watching Earth TV, got hooked on sitcoms. We arrange a top-secret meeting. Aliens roll up in their spaceship, blasting interstellar beats. They look like glow-in-the-dark squids. Their leader, Zorblat, big on Earth's fast food. Turns out, aliens are just cosmic tourists. They've got a map of the universe's top snack spots. Earth's known for unique treats. We bond over food, start exchanging recipes. Meeting ends, we promise to keep in touch. Zorblat gives me an alien gadget. It's a universal remote, literally. Can pause real life, but only to take naps. Aliens are big on self-care. As they leave, Zorblat's like, "Keep it chill, Earth dudes, and protect your oceans." They zoom off into the cosmic horizon. Can't believe I met aliens who just wanted to vibe. Back at Area 51, nobody believes me. They think I got sunstroke or something. But I've got the universal nap remote to prove it. Just another day in the life of an Area 51 insider. What's next, universe? End transmission, Agent X out. Okay, never posted my story before. Be me. Working alone in a family grocery store in the suburbs. Evening, I'm closing in like half an hour. It's Sunday, holidays, so almost no customers for the whole day. I even thought about closing earlier that day. Then the door opens and a boy comes in. He is skinny, about 20, maybe younger. Comes to the counter and asks for some drink from the shelf behind me. As I turn back again, I feel he sprays something in my face. Next thing I remember, I'm on the floor behind the counter. But something is off. I stand up but I'm still at the floor level. I realize I'm like 1/10 of an inch tall, literally microscopic. I start to panic. Then the boy comes, picks me up and places me on his hand. He also takes a pack of condoms from the shelf behind the counter. Takes out one, throws the rest away. He takes me to the back of the shop and heads to the toilet. Unzips his pants and tosses me straight into his urethra opening. It's wet inside, warm, and slippery. He puts the condom on. And as he begins to pleasure himself with his hand, I start to fall deeper and deeper in. I literally slide all the way down. Only darkness and his scent surrounding me now. I'm scared and don't know what to do. How am I going to get out? Am I going to die in here? Suddenly he moans and comes. I feel being shot out of him and into the condom, now full of cum. He removes the condom as I begin to feel that I'm drowning. I pass out. Wake up, it's about midnight. I'm on the toilet's floor. But I'm big again. I stand up and go back to the counter. There is nobody but me in the shop. Everything as usual, nothing is gone. The only thing out of place is an open pack of condoms on the floor behind the counter. Still don't know what happened that day. I'm a guy BTW. Hey, /X/. I've got something, but it's not really scary per se. Be me. Growing up in an old rectory built in the 1800s. Dad is a priest. Despite this, believes in all manner of the supernatural. Rectory is right down a little hill from the church. Hill used to be covered in graves. Previous priests knocked a lot of them down. Dad says 2 years before he had me move in, there was a ton of spooky shit. Doors closing in halls that had no doors anymore. Screaming in the middle of the night. Crying. Dad never believed in exorcisms or anything, but says he called a few friends and dealt with the situation. Only 2 ghosts left, he said. Old servants who used to be slaves. An old black woman and a little black boy with a crutch. Said they were sweet and chill. Said the 3rd floor was their home, but I could go up if I asked permission. Used to ask permission all the time and head up the stairs. Would sit there and read 'cause no friends. Weirdly always cold up there despite no AC. Sometimes read aloud when it gets very cold, sci-fi mostly. Chill, stop believing in ghosts, decide to go up one day without asking. Trip down the 1st flight of stairs. Somehow roll around the platform, fall down the 2nd. Roll, fall down the 3rd. I get up, somehow mostly unharmed, just really sore. Always ask permission from then on. Great-grandma comes to visit for a week. Says she sees them. Says their names. Names match up with names on the old staff registry. They were chill with her crucifix and even held it. Silver if that matters. Nice ghosts, basically free upstairs AC in an otherwise way too hot house. Miss reading Dune and Ender's Game to them sometimes. Had some other minor paranormal experiences throughout my life, some spooks, but the 3rd floor ghosts were always chill-af. They just sort of existed up there. Me. 22 years old. Landed job at a gas station in bumfuck nowhere woods. Perfect? First few nights are chill, just me and the internet. One night, things start to get weird. Past midnight start hearing these odd noises outside, like scratching and shuffling. Probably just a raccoon. Check the security cameras. See something moving at the edge of the light, but can't make it out. Decide to be brave, aka stupid, and investigate. Grab a flashlight and a baseball bat I brought with me. Step outside, the air feels heavy. Flashlight flickers, because of course it does. Hear a whisper, almost sounded like someone calling my name. A nun. Nope the fuck out of there, go back inside, lock the door. Look at the cameras again. See a figure pacing outside, it's just an old guy. He stops, looks straight at the camera. I swear it fucking smiles at me. The power flickers and screen goes black. Sitting there in the dark, only sound is me breathing. I hear laughter from whatever that thing is outside. Power comes back on, thank fuck. Check the monitors again. He's gone but I swear I can still feel it out there. Me. B15. B on/B/. Hear about the dark web. Use my dad's old Mac OS 9's quarantine system. Boot up the dark web on it. Mostly pretty boring. Drugs, how to kill a man web pages. Get a weird window pop up with a messaging system. Someone messaged me. New here? Go to redacted. Spin up redacted in the old Tor browser. Become filled with dread as soon as the page loaded. My bones ache. There is an evil man on the other side of the screen. Might be a ghost. He mocks me and eats my chakras, barely have enough energy to pull out the Ethernet. Feel like I just got bummed. After I unplugged the Ethernet he was still there. He said, "See you at the end, after everything else." Ha 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 ha. Eva had a lot of bad luck sign then, I think I was cursed somehow. Good afternoon /x/. I have lurked here for years, but rarely ever post. I mainly stick to extraterrestrial related topics, mostly due to an absolutely extreme experience I had years ago. I have dealt with this in my own ways for years, never really talking about it because I work for the Gov, and don't want to lose my job for sounding crazy. I am going to shorten it up a bit, but I'm more than happy to answer any questions or provide more info on anything I have outlined here. Me. Got out of the Marine Corps in 2017 after serving for 8 years. Moved back home to Montana for Gov contract work. Get extremely sick. Sent home to rest. Don't remember anything that day. Wake up feeling oddly warm with very cool bright lights. Eyes take a while to adjust. Surrounded by 4 strange humanoid creatures. Resemble canines in the face. Long thin hair, like dog fur, covers parts of their bodies not covered by clothing. Absolutely silent except for a low-pitched hum in the background. Not an extraterrestrial ship, but instead a compound on a planet. I remember not being able to move a muscle, probably in shock. They never heard me, and they were always very gentle. They spoke in a Eastern European sounding accent, that's the best way I can describe it. I could never understand their language when they did talk around me, but I did learn a few names and greetings. We'll continue with more info in replies. This was not a dream. It felt like I was with them for years, so please hear me out. I have many stories and am open to rational reasoning why maybe I did not experience what I thought I did. I have spent the last few years trying to learn to sculpt in 3D model so that I can show what I saw. So yes, pic related. My beginner level interpretation of these beings, whether extraterrestrial, extra-dimensional, or something else. Does someone else have a similar experience that I had? I still can't explain it and it's causing me to think about the spiritual world. Be me. Around age 8. By myself in my living room, playing with toys. Have a toy that resembles a dog, pic related. Has a switch that turns it on and it barks and moves its legs. Boredom starts to sink in. Thinking about God, ghosts, spirits and whatnot. I start saying out loud, by myself, if there is something here, please give me a sign. Just do it, I won't be mad or tell anyone. Say this in different variations for about 10 minutes. Please God just give me some sort of sign. The dog toy turns on and barks for about 10 seconds until I freak out and scared. I try to turn off the dog but it is stuck on the off button already. Can't seem to turn it off. Throw it at the floor and it finally turns off. Cry for a bit and my mom comes home 30 minutes later and doesn't believe me when I tell her this story. This still freaks me out 20 plus years later. Does anyone else have a story that is similar? I've never had the same experience but this memory is burned into my brain. Be me. Make a Thrice rune from silver because it looks cool. Go out to a nearby field at around 11 p.m. with my doggo. Sky is clear. Sit on a large rock. Rune in hand. Meditate on the rune for 10 minutes. Ask Thor to bless it. Finish my meditation. Feel incredibly empowered afterwards like I could dare the whole world with my bare hands. Feel incredible surge of energy run through my body. Start running around the field with my dog like a maniac, sprinting, jumping. Literally feeling like I could run forever from this sudden surge of energy. Feel euphoric but also like I'm a berserk ready to tear shit down. WTF man? All that from a simple rune? I'm gonna do this periodically because that was amazing. I'm not even exaggerating. I haven't had this kind of energy for months now. What are some paranormal events that you experienced that you haven't told to anyone? You'll start. First time greentext, if I fuck it up oh well. Be me 9 years old, Bronx apartment early 2004 or so. Greater than older brother, 13, loves to pull Bloody Mary prank whenever I'm in a bathroom to scare me. Greater than one morning my mom is doing her hair in the bathroom looking at the mirror. Greater than in with her just chilling, doors open, lights on windows open. Greater than older brother walks in. Spins 3 times while saying Bloody Mary to scare me. Greater than he half-assed did the ritual my mom tells him to stop as I'm crying and she's doing her hair. Greater than I look in mirror and see a lady who's not my mom. Pale white with blood coming from her whole face mimicking every movement my mom makes combing her hair. Greater than I freak out, crying trying to pull my mom away from mirror everybody says I'm tripping out for no reason. Greater than I tell them what I'm seeing. They are already looking in the mirror and don't see anything. Greater than I avoid mirror after a few glimpses, mom finishes up with hair. Greater than last time my brother pulled a prank on me involving Bloody Mary with how hard I freaked out. Greater than what trips me out is as I stated earlier. The window, door and light were on, plus my brother and mother in the bathroom. Also it was half-assed summoning. This is my most vivid memory paranormal-wise and was powerful to me as a kid. Everyone I tell says I was seeing shit and the kid imagination is strong. But that was way detailed of an event as a child. I believe it to be real. I understand how people who haven't experienced anything paranormal will dismiss any story regarding this stuff. Also careful with those summoning rituals. They are real in a way.